My name's Donald Green. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Musica U100. I'm going to be doing some harmonica tutorials. These tutorials are going to be kind of minis, so you can get just a quick small dose and accomplish something. The material that we're going to cover, the level of the lessons is beginner, intermediate, and advanced. So we'll be doing a lot of beginner type things early on, and then also throwing in some of those more advanced techniques as well. So what I encourage people to do when they're starting is just blow in and out. It's hard to get one note. That's more advanced, and that'll come later. But it's not hard to just blow on it. You just blow on it and you get a sound. So there you go. I mean, anybody can pick it up and blow in and out. And that may not sound like much to start with, but you can actually do a lot of exploring with just that. So you're blowing in and out, and you're going to be moving up and down on the register. There's only 10 holes, yeah, pretty simple. And so you can blow in and out, move up and down, and just explore. I would encourage you to kind of stay on the lower registers a lot, the first 4 holes or so. Because that's where, especially when you're a beginner player, that's where you're going to do like 90-something% of your playing, is on those first 4 or 5 holes. You're not going to necessarily be able to blow one note for a while. I mean, that technique, I don't know how long it took me to learn how to do that, but it was definitely at least a period of months. Blowing one note is something that you want to be working on all the time. You should start like right away working on that, and just a little all the time, and then gradually you'll get there. So there's me blowing on one note, in and out, and the way that I'm doing that, there are 2 ways you can do it. The way I do it is, if you put your mouth down on the harmonica, you naturally hit 3 or 4 holes. So what you're going to do, what I do, is block all of them except one with my tongue. So my tongue is blocking 2 or 3 holes on the left, and on the right is the one note that's left going in and out. So that's one way you can do it. Some people do it by making their mouth really small, and just leaving a little hole. Another thing that you can do early on that's kind of an advanced technique, but let's put it this way. It's an advanced technique if you do it with one note, but if you do it with 3 or 4 notes at a time, it's something that beginners can handle and learn how to do fairly easily. And that is vibrato. And that happens in the throat. You're just going in and out with your throat, and it's making that vibrato sound. The great thing about the harmonica is that it's like you can just pick up any song, find out what key it is, and then work on it. It's all available to you. You'll see that a lot of the backing tracks are in the key of G, and that means that you're going to be playing a C harmonica. People will say, well, if I'm going to just buy one harmonica, which key should I buy? And I always encourage people to buy a C. Get a C harp to start with. It just seems to be the key that people use most. Well, it's one of the more used keys, but I mean, you could make the argument for buying an F harp, which is, if you play cross harp, that's the key is C that they're playing in, and you're using an F harp. The C harmonica is when they're playing in the key of G. And another one that's used a lot is the A harp. That's when they're playing in the key of E. And a D harp, which is when they're playing in the key of A. We're going to talk more about keys in the next episode, so that's just a quick overview, but we'll talk more specifically about what keys songs are in and what keys of harmonica you use if you want to play cross harp, what's called cross harp. To review what we just talked about, and here's what we want to be working on between now and the next time we get together. Have fun with it, and blow up and down the register. Just blow in and out, get 3 or 4 notes at a time, and experiment with a little throat vibrato. It's all happening from right here. You'll experiment, and it might be a little frustrating at first because it doesn't come right away, but you'll get it. You'll get it. And then always be working on trying to get that one note. And it's going to take you. It took me at least several months before I could hit one note, but if you're working on it all the time, you'll see one day you'll go to do it, and there it is. So thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And if there's anything that you'd like to see covered in the future, by all means, comment down below. And hit the bell to get notifications, and we'll see you next time.